How's it going, guys? So today in the Phantom Cave sort of live stream, we are going to be talking about there's a new Phantom comic coming out in next week. It won't be coming out this week because I've worked out that most Phantom comics this year, they're either going to be delayed or either that you're going to be delayed. You're going to be either, if you're a subscriber to phantomcomic.com.au, you'll probably get your comics on time. But the people that get their Phantom comics from news agencies, from comic shops, and etc., will probably be delayed. With the first actual two coming out this year, we've experienced probably a couple of delays. So the first comic being People's Plague, I reviewed it on the channel a couple of weeks back, a couple of weeks back. So what I'm trying to say here is that the first two comics of this month, Fuse Crew's dates in the comics are not correct. They're not correct, and I can prove that because I've worked out. So, say if you went back to the Christmas special. So if you went back to the Christmas special, have a look at the date of when the next comic's supposed to come out, which is I think the 7th of January. So that date is good. That date is all good. But that comic got delayed until Monday. So in that comic, there's a date saying that there should be another comic coming out the week the week the week of when that particular comic was actually coming out. So basically the dates are wrong. Few have messed up with the dates, and I happily every year I get to on the calendars on my phone, and I actually put when the first actual comic starts. So when the first actual issue comes out, I put basically a reminder. I put a little calendar reminder on that to tell me it's coming out, and I know when the next few are coming out, and so on and so on. So the next actual Phantom issue that's coming out is number 1885. It is the Collector's Replica series number 26 and features replica issues of 124, 123, and 122. Now, I will be getting a picture up on the screen right now of what the front cover looks like. So that's basically, hang on a sec. I just leave it there. So the front cover, obviously, it's done by nearly a lot of people may not know this, but when the Few actually goes out and does their Phantom comics for the Collector's Replica series, now I know that Australian people, they're going to know this, but in foreign or international people aren't really going to know this. And we're 4 minutes and 20 seconds into our live stream. And what I was talking about was that a lot of the time, each probably 9 issues of the series, there's like a new cover design coming out. Like in the first, I think 9 came out, or the first 9 issues of the series, there was sort of like a sculpture sort of thing, or like a sort of painting, sort of sculpture sort of thing. And then from issue 10 to issue 19, I think, or 20, we had a painting sort of thing. We had a painting, and sometimes, if you can see on the Phantom banner, as we all know, they would change the color up and like do funky stuff with the retro colors and like in pastels and all that sort of stuff. But this from I think 20 issue 20 or 21 to probably issue 30. We're only 4 issues away from in that milestone of 30. We probably will be seeing a new cover coming out. I don't know, well, because this is the first actual comic of the series coming out this year. We possibly will get to issue 30 by the end of this year because every 4 months the Phantom Few crew actually comes out with the next book in this series. And what I worked out probably a few years ago that I think this series should run, I think, until issue 60 or issue 50 or something like that. Because they've still got like how many stories? They've still got probably 121 issues of the replicas to go, and there's 3 of those replica stories in a book. Sometimes in the issues themselves, it will actually have like a couple stories in it, so that's pretty cool. Sometimes they will have like some sort of different parts. So you have part 1 or part 2 in one comic, and then you have to try and either guess or wait till the next issue comes out. We're going to be moving on from the newest Phantom issue coming out next week. We're going to be moving on. I'll just change the picture. We're going to be moving on to just hang on a sec. So we will be moving on. How's it going? Yes. Is still newly written today? Well, good question. Well, the Phantom is quite well. Sometimes new stories actually come out. Like last year, we had the Inked in Blood sort of Phantom comic that came out. I think early last year we had this year we had 2 new stories one from Andrew Consonant and art by Jason Paulos. That was the Welcome Home Part 2, and we had story by Jason Paulos and art by Jason Paulos, which was The Poor People's Plague, and I've actually got a review of that on my channel from the last couple of weeks. Other news stories may include the future update, the future sort of sequel to the Ibis mystery, which has not come out yet. But we will be getting into this topic of Boss Fight Studio figurines. So Boss Fight Studio figurines have recently announced that they're going to be doing a 1.5 wave 1.5 sort of wave, introducing Julie on the right, or Julie on the left or right, with red sort of costume design. You can get it. It also comes with a Chronicle book, guns, interchangeable hands, and an interchangeable head. So the next sort of figurine they've released as well, which will be coming out, I'm guessing this year, but I don't actually know that to be true. I will be interviewing a special guy next week, and that interview will be coming out in the following weeks as we move up to the 85th anniversary of the Phantom. The second figurine, as I was trying to say, was it is a blue Phantom. A lot of people know the blue Phantom from being a Sweden Phantom, color designed. A lot of people knowing the Phantom in Sweden dates back to the 1950s when they first issued a Phantom comic in there, because obviously the Phantom was quite popular, being the first actual superhero or pulp hero, as we all know. And the Phantom on the left of my, either the right of my screen, this one over here, will be colored in blue. It has the little people as figurines, so I'm guessing they would be able to fly somehow. Because the little people was a story by Seymour Barry and written by Lee Falk. You can have interchangeable hands, and he's the Phantom's two guns. So yeah, it's I quite like how we actually get figurines quite often. Well, we do have the Boss Fight Studio figurines coming out, and then I think they have some other figurine coming out. I think either to this year or next year. So yeah, I don't actually know when they're actually going to be coming out. I'm only speculating that they'll be coming out this year. And that's the same with the 85th anniversary of the Phantom Diary. You can still get the 85th anniversary Phantom Diary from Malon. And if you have not checked out Chronicle Chambers preview, you can go watch that on his channel. If you want to. So I'm thinking of getting the diary. I'm thinking of doing something special with it, either showing it on a live stream. Hopefully, I can get, say, like this, not the special edition one, but like not the trade one, but the one up from that. Hoping that because it only had been issued, it only had been printed around 300 copies of that book, so I'm hoping I can try and get it as soon as possible and show it on the channel as we go now. The other diaries I have is the 2017 one and the 2018 Phantom Diaries, and back in 2018 I bought the Phantom calendar for 2018 and 2017. Oh no, it was 2018 and 2019, I think it was. I'll be removing these pictures. So the next sort of segment we're going to be talking about, I have actually my piece of paper here to remind me. The Phantom has been spotted on Amazon Prime. And a lot of people didn't actually know that the Phantom has been spotted on Amazon Prime. We had a guy on the Facebook groups, on Facebook, obviously, having some. I think he may have seen it. So I'm guessing I'll get the photo up, and we'll talk about it. Oh, whoops. Yep, there we are. So, as I was saying, the Phantom, Tom Tyler sort of 1940s series or 1940s sort of black and white segment came out, I think. Some guy on Facebook noticed that it was on Amazon Prime. I don't actually have Amazon Prime myself, but I'm just going off what he said, and I'm guessing it's true. I'm guessing it's true. I don't know if it's speculation or something like that. But yeah, it's hoping I can probably interview, say, like a big guy at King Features Syndicate, I'm hoping to do that in the next couple of months after we have the lowdown on the 85th anniversary of the Phantom. And yeah, I'll get rid of that photo. And the next actual thing we're going to be talking about is quite funny. A lot of people had been watching. Let me just resize this. A lot of people had been watching the inauguration of Joe Biden uh, the last coming week, and a lot of people had been making a meme of how Bernie Sanders, a I think he's a independent sort of politician over in the United States of America. So a lot of people had been doing some funky stuff with Bernie Sanders on how he was sitting, and in the last probably couple of days, Thomas Agerud or something like that, a Sweden Phantom fan. Actually, I think he may have made it. I'm not too sure who made the image, but a whole host of these sort of images have been spotted on the internet, and I have just been loving it. I've just been loving the creativity that's been going on, and he makes a good sort of slouchy sort of phantom sitting pose. And other ones probably include The Mandalorian. I know that's Disney and not. Oh well, yeah, yeah. So we've got past those two subjects, and I think this live stream may be going more than 20 minutes. We'll see how it goes. In Marvel news this week, Rocket Raccoon stand-in actor Sean Gunn is now in Sydney, Australia. That's near where I am, but like, yeah. He's in Sydney, Australia, joining the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy cast, besides Gamora, the actress, Gamora actress that's supposed to be showing up, I think, in so the Gamora actress is Zoe Saldana or something. And she is doing, I think she may be doing stuff for the fourth Thor movie, which is Love and Thunder. I've got a drink to, has gone many. Oh yeah, yeah, they're pretty funny. I got quite a good laugh out of them. So yeah, I'm gonna get a drink because got my drinky. So Zoe Saldana or something like that, the person that plays Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy, she was casted in the Avengers movie, last couple of Avengers movies, and quite, I don't know very much. That's better. So she is, I'm guessing, in Sydney for, no, it says besides Gamora actress, which I think may be doing stuff with the production of Thor for Love and Thunder. So in this week's PhantomCave announcements, we include the future videos include the Triads TPB, which I've got here right next to me. How ironic. So I will be doing a review of this probably either this week or next week. I'm hoping, because I've already read it and it's a very, very good book. I'm hoping on trying to review it. Yeah, it's a very good book. I love it because it's got a sequel in it by Andrew Constant, and art by Ramando Felming, who did the cover and the original art for the storyline. Another thing we've got here with us today is, you're going to like this, the 2021 Phantom Annual. Now, I haven't actually, well, I've started reading it because it's like 244 pages. So I've started reading it, but I haven't finished it. So we will be talking about this book very soon. I'm trying to try and get the fun out of it, I guess. Try and experience the reading sort of personality of it, so I can enjoy it. And also with the annual, it comes with a pack of trading cards and uh, the 2021 annual sort of replica that comes with it. In a lot more coming from PhantomCave, we have more episode and part series coming out. I think next week we might be doing a replica collection series part on that, or episode. We have History of the Few publication production coming out, and the History of the Phantom. I've actually got some photos of what the production might look like. So there we have it. Those sort of things. Are you talking about the trade paperback or not? The ones I was just talking about? I think you are. The trade paperback, I'm pretty sure, is available on the phantomcomic.com I messed that up. The phantomcomic.com.au website. I'm not too sure with the sort of shipping arrangements or something like that, because I got this from a comic shop, probably in Canberra, the Australian capital of Australia. The other book, the 2021 annual, I think maybe obviously it's going to be at the phantomcomic.com.au sort of website, but another way you can get probably both those books for probably a bit cheaper is going to Comixology. It's a online comic book sort of it's an it's they've got an online sort of place where you can basically read Phantom comics or comics in general online, so you can read them, you can buy them, they'll go into your probably personal stash, and it also has Phantom comics in there. And I think Few likes to try and keep it updated as long as possible. They've got, I think, stories way back from, I think, 2017 or 2018. And they recently put on there, I think, the 2021 annual, if you can see it. And they also recently put the Poor People's Plague comic on there as well. You can find Comixology app on the App Store or Google Play App Store on Android and Apple devices. So, as I was saying, the History of the Phantom and the History of Few publications will be coming out soon. I'm hoping to try and get it out next month or something like that, end of next month when the 85th anniversary is coming on. And there will be so much more from PhantomCave this year. I'm not so well. I haven't made the announcement of trying decreasing the video sort of schedule for each week. but I may be doing that very soon, and we will be getting into the next part of this live stream. Just get rid of these. Okay, what's the time? Okay, it's 8:12 in Australia time, 8:12 p.m. So let's get into the Warner Brothers news for today. So on Monday this week, Warner Brothers Media made a huge announcement. The announcement was that they released the first trailer of King Kong versus Godzilla, and a lot of the time when we actually get like a new trailer, if it's a good movie, people are gonna go crazy about it. And I will show. I downloaded the trailer from somewhere, and I think I might show it now if I can get it up. Actually, I'll stop that.
This is our only chance.
And I'll move it over here so you can see it.
We have to take it. We need Kong. The world needs him. To stop what's coming. And this child. She's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think that in some way, Kong did the same. Godzilla.
These are dangerous times. Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it.
Who bows to who?
Nobody gonna stop for me.
Kong bows to no one.
In theaters 2021, and it'll be on HBO Max. Hope you liked that little trailer sort of thing to end this live stream. I hope everyone is saying. Oh, let me try that again. I hope everyone is staying safe, and as always, like, share, and if you have any questions, I will try and answer them I'll try and answer them as quickly as possible, and I'll try and answer them as well as I can. So you can comment them down in the chat box there today, down below. And as always, keep Phantom Caving, and we'll see you next week. I'm I'm nearly thinking. So I'll put this one out there. I'm gonna start a poll on obviously my Instagram and probably Facebook to wonder would you like more live streams or more news sort of videos? So you'd still be able to react sort of things, but it would take me a lot longer to create the news content. It would take me probably, usually in news content, it would take me probably up to 15 minutes to probably take it, shoot it, and then it would take me nearly probably 30 to 1 hour minutes, 1 hour to 30 minutes or something like that. And then that's also with the sort of thumbnail and doing all the rest of it. So I will be putting a poll up very soon if you would like more live streams or to go back to the old ways and go back to like the old sort of news content where I am showing pictures. It's more of an editing focused thing, and yeah, so I hope you have a great day wherever you are. If you're in nighttime like I am right now, so right now it's 8:18 p.m. in at night. I hope everyone has a great great midweek coming up to the weekend, and we'll see you next week. If the poll goes all right, you'll be seeing me live on Wednesday next week, or you'll be seeing a new news video where somehow I'll be able to do it, hopefully, and catches. And as always, keep Phantom Caving, and we'll see you next time. Oh, would like both. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's just that the editing takes so long, and yes, it's all good. It's all good. Keep Phantom Caving. We'll see you next week.